This morning, continued dive recovery efforts in the Potomac River. Rescue teams looking for the victims of Wednesday night's mid-air collision between an American Airlines jet and an Army Black Hawk helicopter. Today, investigators are also combing through the site collecting evidence. The NTSB says it's analyzing the plane's two black boxes, vital pieces in their search for answers.
We want to make sure we get it right. We take our time. We involve a lot of people, a lot of parties. That's the best way to make sure that we don't let tragedies like this happen again.
At the time of the crash, both aircrafts were flying at about 400 feet. To put this into perspective, the Space Needle in Seattle is just over 600 feet tall. Military helicopters are supposed to stay below 200 feet. The clock tower, by the way, in Spokane is 155 feet. This morning, we also found out sources told CBS News only one air traffic control worker was managing the helicopters and planes, which is typically the job for two people.
We're still in a recovery mode, first and foremost, to get the perishable evidence and specifically the bodies out. Once we get a little bit closer into that, we'll be able to better understand the dynamics of what may have happened upon impact.
The investigation is expected to be lengthy, but they plan to release a preliminary report in 30 days. On Up with KREM, we bring you more to every story. This morning, we looked into what aviation experts are saying. One who spoke with our Seattle station says all signs point to both aircrafts being in communication with air traffic control leading up to this crash. He also pointed out while many people jump to the conclusion of a piloting error, instead there's likely several contributing factors.
There's also a lot of increased visibility now into kind of the inner workings of some of the major manufacturers. And so I think the public is taking an interest in how are our planes made and what type of governmental oversight do we have over that manufacturer. So I think people are paying attention to that now too.
Even though there's a commercial plane and military aircraft involved, experts say they would likely be following the same air traffic control communication.